Hey, Bob Filka here for the Friday finish, the week of October 9th. Fall is upon us. A couple things I want to mention today. You received an email from me this week regarding our partnership with the Small Business Growth Partners. They can provide a free assessment of your business, get a confidential look at your company, pretty in-depth analysis that would cost you more than $4,000 if you were to hire a private consultant on your own. This program is free and available only to HBA members. My message to you this week focused on succession planning. So if you're thinking, what's my exit strategy for my company? Am I going to sell it to my son or an employee or somebody else? How do I go about that? If you're looking at that type of long-term plan, you definitely want to utilize this program. So flashing across your screen right now is a link to a page that will provide more information on how you sign up for that program. Also want to mention that your state association obviously is here to advocate for you at the Capitol, and there are a lot of pieces of legislation that could negatively impact our industry that are working their way through the Capitol. And I want you to be on the lookout for some calls to action, messages that ask you to click a button to send a message to your elected leader to oppose something or support something if we're really working hard to get a new piece of legislation that will help our industry. I would encourage you to respond to those and not just hit delete, because they do make a difference. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to turn things over to our EVP of Government Relations, Dawn Crandall, right now. She's going to talk about some of the things she's been working on this week down at the Capitol. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dawn. Dawn.
It has been a week downtown. Chaos, that's a good way to put it. So land value tax, you have heard me speak about this a couple of issues. Mayor Duggan would like to see a land value tax plan pass. The goal was October. That bill has been brought up, or package of bills has been brought up 3 times in the House. This week they actually had 12 Republicans who were supportive of the package, and they still fell short. So stay tuned and we will see when that comes up again. Youth labor law. So under House Bill 4932, an initial violation of the Youth Labor Law Act would remain a misdemeanor, but the maximum fine would be raised to $5,000. A second violation would be a felony punishable by up to 2 years imprisonment, a fine of up to $25,000, or both. And the third and subsequent offense would be a felony punishable up to 5 years imprisonment or a fine of up to $50,000, or both. And then we were in committee supporting a bill that would increase the maximum purchase price or appraised value for certain loans under this act from a fixed dollar amount to a percentage of the applicable average area purchase price. So MSHDA right now has MSHDA loans, and their rate has not been increased since 2009. And newsflash for those of you who have not been paying attention to me, we're in the middle of a housing crisis. This allows MSHDA to raise that rate of what they can mortgage for on the price of a home. And so we were in committee this week and supported that. In 2024, all 110 state house members will be on the ballot for election. And we are going to need some major funds to make sure that individuals who support you in the industry are either elected or re-elected to office. So until then, please make your online donation to Friends of Housing so that we can have the funds needed to do what we need to do in 2024. And stay tuned for next week, because every week that goes by, we get 1 week closer to them going home for a break.
And that's a wrap for the Friday finish. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you next week.